We are live. We are live. I guess. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we are live or not. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Can you hear me? We are live. We are live. Yes. I have to make sure that I'm still speaking because the last streaming I was speaking and all of a sudden my microphone stopped working, but it's not was my fault because I just hit this button down over here, and yeah, I mute myself. That's what was on me. Let me close this, skip this version, and today what we have here. What we have here, we have this thing over here. Okay, today I wanted to test a cloud command that I just created. Okay, I just asked Claude to generate a task command for me too. Task command. So let me do this for right away. Let's start this. We're gonna do a 1 hour live session. So let's start Claude here. I think Claude's already here, right? Or let me see what we have in this branch. We are good. We are good. So first thing we'll do is Claude, start Claude actually, and use my new command that I'm trying to. It's gonna be create blends, not create blend. I think is generate test. Look, gen test. This one over here. This one over here. Analyze branch changes and generate a given when then unit test plan. Present the plan for confirmation before writing any test. So look how what branch command permission check failed. Okay. Come on, man. What the heck? I'm getting this error when trying to run the gen tests. Gen test command. Come on, why are you doing this with me? Command. And then this. Help me. Oh, allowed tools from matter doesn't support shell substitution syntax. Each pattern needs to be plain command prefix. The fix is to declare individual git subcommands separately and let the command's instruction handle the composition at runtime. Okay. Oh my God. Do it then. Oh my God. Yeah. So then when, as I plan, because the whole idea is to run this command, check the branch changes, the current branch changes, and present me some test signatures, okay? After that, upon my confirmation, Claude, oh yeah, let me look straight to the camera here. Let me see if I'm speaking. Yeah, you can hear me, okay. Upon confirmation, I have to stop doing this. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Upon confirmation, Claude will generate only the signatures for the test, not the entire test, because I want to force myself to at least write one test. At least, not to not become a dumb piece of shit that relies solely on AI. But I also wanted to use AI. So let's find a balance between using AI to speed up things and but also be able to write the things myself, because if I do not do this, I feel like I will lose this ability. This skill is perishable. It's a perishable skill, writing, because if you don't repeat, you will lose. If you don't use, you lose. So that's why I'm trying to came up with this command, because testing is not gonna lie, testing is boring as hell. Someone's calling. Test is boring hell, but we have to do it. Right? We have to be able to came up with tests. And sometimes another thing that I find really boring about tests is just came up with the names. Yeah, it's just not something that I want to use my brain cells to do it. Came up with the names for testing. That's come on. AI could do this, right? I can do a lot of boring stuff, and it's up to you to do the nice stuff. Another thing, but I also want to speed up things, right? Some tests I don't want to write, but they are necessary. So I have another command, which will. Is this already? Okay, let me download this, and let me. What I'm gonna do here is just. Let me see. It's command two. Yeah. Let me just. Okay. I have test command one, test command two. Let me move this. Oh, let me rename this to old. And we'll use this new test generate command. Maybe this is gonna happen with the second command that I created, but we'll see about this later. So this is gonna be the command. Good. Let's try again. So this is a new gen command. Oh my god, let me exit Claude. See, thank you. Let's run Claude again. Let's try gen command one more time. And now we are talking. Okay, I will help you generate unit tests for the changes in your branch. Yes. So this command will check my branch and give me some signatures, suggestions about which components should be covered, aiming 8% of test coverage. That's okay. I like it. But no implementation will be generated. So I don't allow this command to assume any library, any I don't know, using mocks or using instrumentation testing, whatever. Just give me the signatures and follow a standard, the structure given when then, and that's it. Simple as that. Because this will help me. I like it. So this is the way I try to use AI. I'm trying to use AI for my use cases for my life and introduce AI to my workflow. Not forcing myself to any standards or to just brain brainwash myself to delegate everything to AI, to delegate my critical thinking to AI. I don't want to do this. And I know the industry really want to push you to do this, but hey, man, I'm not gonna follow this as much as I can, right? So look, so here, look, another problem with AI for me is just this right over here. It's too much things to read, like to check and analyze. So I don't give a damn about this. So for me, it's working fine. Yeah, ready. Okay, apply. So the comments is waiting for me to conform to confirm waiting for my confirmation. And I will I'm not gonna even read this because yeah, man, sure, implement. Oh, look, implement because no code will be generated. Implement. Now I think we are not in accept edits on. Yeah, just implement. I'm not too worried about the implementation, to be quite honest. Just do it. Because to JSON, look, it's a lot of tests here. When changes propagation dialog state. So I have some tests on the view model. We have some tests on the use cases, data sources. Maybe I don't need tests in the data source for this data source. Let me see. Let me see. Look, the commands start writing things, updates, and I will see the generate things. I don't need to check this right now because I will be there implementing the tests and see whether or not they make sense. Some tests I will just remove entirely. Other tests I will, yeah, I will implement myself. And for sure, another test I will let AI implement it via another command. You know, that's what I'm saying. Another command would check the existing tests templates, like is existing signatures, missing tests, and implement it. Implement it or implement them. Implementing them. I don't know how to pronounce this. How the verb type. If I don't know, how about we just ask Google, right? Translate. You will implement the test. Implement them. We'll implement them. Okay, makes sense. Okay, and that's it. That's it. AI is doing its job. That is boring as hell. Return false when I have some examples. So this is all the tests templates already here, and then it's up to me to implement or not. Okay, but the logic for implementation I also can doing the implementation I can just check whether or not they make sense. So test update bill with payments when valid bill and payments call down transaction method. This is already not a test that I will write. For instance, this is just a mock situation, and I rather not use mocks in my for my tests. It's correct bill entity, then DAO update with payments called with correct bill. This is mock test. Let me see another test. Test when payment list updates only bill down. Only bill and down. What? When given a bill and an empty payment list. Okay. When update bill with payments is called, down update is called with the bill and an empty list. This is stupid test. There are always stupid tests. This is already a thing that I will not cover at all, for my opinion, because this is just relying on mocks. Just checking if the method is being called. It's something you do with mocks, right? With the how they call a spy pattern or spy tests, because it's a mock that just check whether or not a method is being executed. But let me see other ones. Okay, he's done. We finished. Let me see. Signature written. I have successfully created task function signatures for all changed components. Here's what I generated. So I'm more interested. I'm more interested about the view model test, but let me check. Yeah, think. So that's it. Test created. Let me see what's created here. So we'll have modifications. We'll have some new tests in the mapper. There's two tests generated for my created what is called it's use cases. My use cases. So I think we are good here. Let me go there and see the tests. Insert. Let me see. Let me take a look at the view model tests, please. I hope you generate view model tests. Yes, That's good. So, okay, that's not good. First of all, we have a problem here already because the test generated is assuming that. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is good. Let me see. I don't like too much. Oh, we have some ports here. Okay. Month, get month name. Let me see. Let me see. Test change. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me take a look on this. Given with low bill and price, or when edit on event is dispatched, then show change propagation dialog becomes true. This is so what I would do here. I would test everything at once, not only one property of my state UI state, because what the test was that we're gonna do. Let me write a test. Let me try this test over here. So when let's see the imports here. So we have database. This is good imports. We are closing the database dispatcher. See, this test is following my pattern. I'm not sure if I want the AI to generate this over and over again. Look, is importing the existing files. That's okay. Let me check the command because I'm not sure if I like this. I'm not sure if I like it, to be quite honest. I think it's doing too much, as always. As always, it's doing too much. Command and gen tests. It's doing too much. Let me see. Analyze branch, generate given unit test plan, present the plan. Okay. Step 1 is okay. Step 2, read map dependency. Note that each change unit call. Look, this I think this is the little problem. So note that each. Let me do this full screen to identify what must be mocked and stopped. No. I don't want you to do this. Seriously, dependencies. Do not. Oh my god, what I did. Okay, 0, right? Yeah, new vein is just 0, and this. Again, let me read this. Identify edge cases, no empty errors path. Yeah, I don't like this. Note what each change unit call or dependence on to identify what must be mocked, stubbed. Identify edge cases. So for dependencies, I think dependencies. So I'm not sure about this part over here. You know what I mean? So let me do a 0 v. I think v mode is this. Am I selecting the? Let me see if I do this. I'm not sure if I'm selecting this line over here. Are we selecting this line? I'm not sure. If I do this, yeah, this should be the selection, right? Like this. Okay. So, because it's assuming all the dependencies that I need. This will make me like not think too much about the tests, not think too much about what I have to import or not, or maybe I have to just don't import anything, man. Don't prepare the variables. Let me check another test. So this is the place. Maybe we have some tests. No, he didn't generate anything for the home screen. Nothing. Okay, okay. This was pretty good because this is when in queue sync events, test delete build confirmation dates and in queues delete events. Only tests that rely on mocks. Oh, let me see. Updates, delete bill, delete local bill. Nothing bad. Not bad. It's nothing bad, right? Let me see. Update bill. Same thing here. Spash. Just assuming what I have to use here. Okay, okay. Let's try. Let's try one test. Let's see if I like this. So let's do the first one here. Is the on save when price or date changed, show change propagation. So give bill with the load bill and price. So what we're gonna do is, let me think. Yeah, I don't know how to write this test because only because the my view model right now depends on a state. Let me show you what I mean by that. Where's my view model? Where's the view model? I'm sorry, I cannot see it. Get, delete, sync, update, builds. Ooh. Where's the view model? Okay, we don't have view model here. Am I crazy? Let me see. I'm sorry. View model. Oh my god. Edit. So build view model. Okay, we don't have it. So I think the test assumed that I will create a view model every time. That's not good. That's not good. So let's go down a little bit because my edit view model, this guy over here, use this save state handle. You know what it is? Save state handle is the what is the save state handle? That's the good information, right? Let me ask how to unit test view models with save state handle. Okay. Initial. Look, I'll have to initialize and then no need to mock class itself. You can use a real instance of save state handle in your local unit test as it plans. Okay. Unit tests, but I'm using dependency injection. Oh, this is good. Unit test with saved state handle and KMP. Also pretty. Let me see how you guys testing this. So here, let's see. Okay, that's good. Coin. I have coin here. App module, complex view model. Okay, but during tests, I just wanted to pass. Okay. Look, complex view model. Yeah, but this guy has only a single dependency. Oh, I got it. That's why he's doing this. He won't. Okay, okay. He want me to use not instantiate the view model via dependency injection, but create the view model over here. I'm assuming. It's kind of stupid, right? Because look, let's take a look at my view model, all the dependencies on my view model. If this is matched, yeah, it's assuming every every single dependency will be passed during the test. Look, I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't know. Because if you take a look here, look, let me show you another view test here. Look how I create my unit test here. Look, I have my view model over here and some dependencies of the classes I will manipulate during the test. These are the components I will manipulate during the test, but not the dependencies, the direct dependencies of my home view model. Okay, so what I want is to pass the save state handle to my view models via dependency injection rather than. So let me clean this. Clear. What we can do here is let me think. Claude, I want to pass the save state handle to my view model as a dependent as a not accept, it's just in plain mode, as a test dependency to my view models when so when testing them I can use this declaration instead of passing each dependency instead of initialize the view model directly in the test, but I also want to change the save the state handle instance for different tests. Is this possible? Is this possible? I don't know how to, you know. Look, can you make this? Then I copy this entire thing and I place here. Can you make this? Let me create another chat, new chat, because the previous one will be my command tab. So, can you make this prompt clear? Cleaner. I think it's cleaner. Claude, I want to inject saved state handle as a dependency into my view model so that in the test I can use private instead of instantiating the view model directly. I also need the ability to swap out the instance between different tests. Is this possible? Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good. And then what I do is I will type this again. Okay, I will type this again. Can I change this? Can I just how can I, yeah, Claude, and I will type this entire thing again. I want to inject saved state handle as a the dependency into my view models, into my view models, so that in the test I can use private for view model home view model by inject instead of instantiating the view model directly. Instead of instantiating the view, I think it's view model directly. I also need the ability. Is this correct? Yeah, ability to swap. I didn't. This is the one that I didn't use. To swap out the saved state handle. Save state handle instance between different tests. Between different tests. Is that possible? Is this possible? Finally, play mode. So this is my English practice a little bit, because people, it's good to know how to prompt efficiently. I think this is how we say it. Efficiently. Prompt in an efficiently way. Just improving, a step at a time. No rush, no rushing. Just a step at a time, trying to improve your life, trying to improve your prompt skills, but also don't lose your coding skills. "12 sips every single day. 12 sips, 3 bottles. Okay, 3 bottles is our goal. Yesterday I failed badly. Yesterday I broke the diet. I trained. I did 50 minutes of cardio, and that's it. And then I just break the entire diet. I bought beers, sneakers, and what else? And chips, Doritos, and Lay's chips, potato chips. You know what I mean? You feel like, look how many times we are thinking here. I think it's because I don't pay for the good plans, like the $100 plan. But yeah, I could also wait for Claude to come up with this and just go over here and see how the guy does this. But I already know, not know, but I already understood how he does the test, but it's just declaring this over here and passing through the view model right away. This is the simple way to do it. I want to do it like using the dependency injection and automate this per se. Maybe we have a way to do this in Coin. Save states module, unit test, np view models, marketing, supplying, testing. Mm, yeah, maybe we gonna be able to do this. I will update plan. So now let me create a plan to injecting into the view model with swappable test instances. Uses only, yeah, it's the only place where we use it. That's correct. Do you need save instances within different test methods or a single instance that persists across all tests in the test class? Yeah. Different instance per test method. No. Each function can set up your own save state with different values. You check the view modeling. That's good. That's good. Single instance entire class. Yeah. Maybe this is better because in between tests I can just ask the I can ask the view model to do grab more to get a different bill information. What are you doing? Let me see. No, it's not what I want. What are you doing? Oh my God, it's not what I want. That's the problem. I think I can't blame my, it's not this. No. With do not inject as a class property. What is you, what? I'm sorry. Let me understand what's going on here. Overview. Okay. Enable dependency injection. No. Ability to swap. Yeah, that's what I want. Let me see what you understand by my description. Only added current users save states before testing. Okay. Splash common module. Coin. Okay. When view model requires coins, get works in production provided by Compose navigation. But in test, there is no navigation context. Test need to provide mock instance. Yes. That's exactly what I have to do. Oh my God. What is this? Save state handle test provider. Create a save state handle test provider. In the where common test. Not bad. Provided the full empty save state handle. Allows creating custom instance. That's good. But how that works? Create module. It's a new module, handle, save state handle. Single. Override through. Handle. Okay, we pass this create module with value. Oh, we have a with value function here that will return save state. So create an empty save state, apply pairs. That's good. Update test module configuration. Existing test module. Oh, this is so nice. I love it. Create base test case for save state. Oh my God. Let me see. We're good. And then what we do here? Okay. Share tests. What are we doing here? Create a base class that simplifies save state swapping. Okay, this is already red flag already. Well, what's going on here? We have a base dash class that has okay. This current file. Okay, it's creating base dash class following the the patterns that we have in the current project. Okay. And with two functions, use save state handled. I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah, forget about the yeah. Step three. Forget about step three. This bullshit. Yeah, every time we create base stuff, we just forget about everything we are doing. We hide how the things in our project works. But it's okay. Update edit view model to use the pattern. Arrange setup. Oh, that's the thing. Because when you do this, we're going to load coin module. We can reload. Oh, that's so good. That's so nice. That's so nice. Let's see. Load coin module. Coin. What a load coin mod function is used to dynamically load coin modules into a already running coin container. This is particularly useful for applications modularization or for library SDK developers who needs to add dependency after the initial start coin. That's beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god, this is such coins. Coin is something, man. Coin is something. Let me tell you. Beautiful, beautiful load modules. I never knew. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that this was possible. It's exactly what I want. And AI is such an amazing tool, right? So I like it. I like it. What I don't like it. Okay, please don't. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Because if I allow AI to do this, it will apply some changes that I this for sure. You can I don't use okay protected, right? Yeah, I don't want you to update anybody. That's so good. That's so good. That's so beautiful. Each test. Oh yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do right now? I would do something that I like to do. I'm not gonna accept this. I don't let Claude to write anything, but I loved it. So what we're gonna do here is just copy this to. I'm gonna CP this, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We're going to CP this, okay, into my desktop. Can you hear me? Okay, into my desktop, and desktop, and we're going to call this test. I don't know, test saved instance handle. Okay, empty. And then I will check this later how to implement it. That's what we're going to do because this is beautiful. What I can do here is just I can do like this. This is what I do. I have another thing. I'm sorry. I have to stop doing. I have to stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Another thing that I like to do is connect. I like to grab this MD, this markdown files, import to my desktop. Import to my Notion. And here in Notion, I can validate, like I can verify, review the generated plan by Claude. The thing that I wanted to automate is exactly this: importing to my Notion here, and then ask Claude to rely on this file only and update this file only, and maybe have a to-do list, and then when I say to stop in a certain point, like in a certain step, I want to Claude to just stop doing the things but update this file. And then when I come back to this file, ask Claude to come back to this file, Claude can take over again based on this file over here, instead of generating the MD files in its own directory and make me, force me to read that thing via some edit texting. I want everything here, just like this, because here I can see, better. For the most part, right? This is stupid, but look, and then here I find easy to delete some steps or change some steps. And this is how I do it. This is how I like to write. I like to read the plans. This is what I have to stop this. Oh my God. Let's do another 12 sips. Twelve sips, guys. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's how we tested. Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good. I love this. Object, saved state, and the provider. That's amazing. That's amazing. So what we're gonna do here, we'll just copy this entire stuff. And the good part is that when Claude gives me this, we already have a um, a place to. Again, I'm always doing this. We already have a place to put the generated files, right? So the suggestion is UI, DI. I know my file structure is messy. It's really bad because DI should be outside of UI, but I will deal with this later. Let me think. DI. So this is the module stuff, platform testing, all this good stuff. We're gonna create a new file over here that is called saved. This is called state handle. Oh yeah, I call it handle test, and it's gonna be an object. I named this instance, right? Saved instance, but it's saved state handle. It's What is save state handle? I didn't even. I didn't even save state handle Android. Let me see the definition. Save state module. What is save state module for an Android? I mentioned. Boom. UI usually store the reference in the view model object and not activity. So using saving instance. Oh my god. You might want to use the. Yeah, I want a save state handle. Save state. Oh my god, let me see. Let me see the AI generated stuff. A save state handle is a key value map that allows. Oh, it's a map. Map key value. Android view model to save and restore UI related state across configuration change like screen rotation. And more importantly, after system initiated process death. Key purposes of functions: data persistence, safety, simplify state management, survive process death, saved state handle, inject view model. Your view model class. Okay, this is what I need. It's just a map. That's what it is. Save state handle. Receive an object will be when the view model is a map. That's okay. A handle save state passed down. You should use. Okay, this is a key value map that will let you write and retrieve objects to and from the saved state. These values will persist after process is killed by the system and remain available via same object. You read. Yes. This is an amazing object, right? Object throughout the constructor. This object is a key value map that lets you write and retrieve objects to and from the saved state. These values persist. This is the same description. Saved state is tied to your task stack. If your task stack goes away, your saved state also goes away. This can occur when the force stopping an app, removing an app from the recents menu, or rebooting your device, the device. In such cases, the task disappear and you can restore an information in a save state. Okay. And we create an object here. Let me see how this is implemented. So we have a private handle. How we're gonna call this current handle. So it's a single toe pattern here. Current handle state. And we're gonna use the saved. Oh my god. Seriously, I don't have it. State. Private. I'm starting get more, paying more attention on this. This is save state handle. Saved state handle. So this is a variable. Look, guys, this is known as single toe pattern for sure, right? We have an instance here that is private in the object. Here, this is in Android an object. In Kotlin, an object is what is an object, right? What is an object in Kotlin? Let me grab my book just to show off that I read. This is so stupid. Find things in the book. By the definition, I could just type it, search in the Google, but I don't want it. Class and objects. Okay, which page we are talking about? Classes, inline functions, object keyword. In the page 120. 120. 120 is the page. The object keyword, declaration, a class, and creating an instance combine. Okay, the object keyword comes up with Kotlin in a number of cases, but they all share the same core idea. The keyword defines a class and creates an instance. In other words, an object of the class at the same time. Oh, let me just mark this out. Yeah, let me move this over here because I want to mark this. This is a really good question. Singleton made easy. Object, a fairly common occurrence in the design of object-oriented system is a class for which you need only one instance. This is usually implemented and uses singleton pattern in a language like Java. Kotlin provides first-class language support for this use using the object declaration feature. So what we are doing here is creating a class called save state handle test, and declaring the class and already creating the object. That's what we are doing. Create an instance for this class. That's what Kotlin does, right? Kotlin is amazing, man. It's so much better than Java. So much better. So what we're doing is a singleton pattern using this feature object. What is called this again? Let me, because people like to hear the terms object keyword. When we use this object keyword, we are declaring a class and create an instance of it. So, and this class has a function create module. So this handle, and we receive save state handle, which will use our, which will be already initialized with a save state handle already. State handle, okay. And we call here a module from coin. What is going on here? Is it be a single override? What does override mean? Override. True. Handle. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Yes, it seems like module. It seems like this did not exist. Module. This is correct. It is. So we have a problem with this. What I do here is just asking Google coin override true. The override true option is used explicitly allow replacing a previous defined singleton instance or entire module with a new one. This is primarily used to test scenarios. Default behavior. Definitions override true explicitly in current strict mode. Override. Explicitly making the module it's different now. test module key. This is not how we do anymore for this version. I think we have to do it like this. Override module. What is this? Let me see. Single. I don't have this. Okay, this is a problem. Allow override. If you disable, let me, man, please, let me see. Override true, let me see. What's a module, singleton? Yeah, we are done with the timing. Look, override true. Module. Allow override for all definitions from module. Is inside a module. Override this service. Let me see this. The problem here is that what is this single? To this local variable, I don't know. Okay, Claude, please clear. Let me see this command. I just learned this command. The context. I just learned it. I do not understand shit. Auto compact buffer system MCP. What is this purple messages? 75. So it seems like, yeah, this is just to check how much of the tokens we are using. I'm not sure, you know what I mean? Like 8% total cloud sonnet. Look, this is my model, right? Sonnet. I have 200 tokens. That's what I have. Tokens. So I used 36K, 1,000 tokens, 80%. MCP tools. Let me see. Clean. If I run clean, clear. And if I run context, let me see if this is going to change anything. Now we have 11%. Okay, clean. Free up some token space, some context, right? That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, Claude has this thing, context stuff, just to make sure that you know what you're doing. So real fast, let me just ask Claude the real fast stuff. Copy reference. There we go. Claude, why I'm getting a, what is this? A no pattern with a no pattern with override. No pattern with name. No pattern with name. Override. Found. Is this the found? Found. Error message at line 10. I think it's because this. I think it's just because I don't the version of the coin or something, because here in the documentation we have version 4.0. Yeah, 4.0. Maybe just, let me see the version that I have for coin. Okay, because single function coin doesn't accept parameter named override. An older version, in older version, the override parameter exists, but coin 3 plus 3 dot plus this parameter was removed. Look in the documentation for 4.0. 4.0. This documentation coin which is no longer actively maintained for up to let me see last version. No, whatever. Oh, I think we don't have this anymore. Oh, allow override. Oh, that's correct. Create and start. Override the full behavior. The full. Allow. Okay, so yeah, this is not allowed anymore. Just this over here. Override. Over. Use the module other. Also, it's not. It's override. It's not true. Oh, you can see it. There is no such method. Moves override parameter. Yeah, this did not exist. Allow override. Yeah. This did not exist either. Okay. Okay. We are good. We're good. Oh, let's forget about override. Let's keep on going. The next thing we have to do here is with. Oh my god. We have this with values. Values of our arg. It's using varg pairs. It's pretty good. And pair string as a key, any as the value, and then this will return a save state handle. Return saved state handled. Save state handled. Apply, which is a pairs for each key and value. What are you gonna do? Set. What is set? Oh, key and value. What is set? What is this? Oh, this is associated given value with the key. The value must have a type that could be stored in save state. This also sets values to any activity, active live data or state flow. Okay, set. beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, that's it. That's the class that we have to create to use then. But what I'm not getting is this what this current handle does. You know what I mean? Let me check in the look because we are not even using this. Like, is this private? It is. But look, we are creating new thing here and we are creating new thing here. Yeah, we'll check this later. We'll check this later because for what I'm seeing here, look, I'm just using the same stuff that Claude generated. So this is never being used. This never being used because here we are creating a new instance as a default parameter and just providing the default parameter upon creation. Right, singleton default parameter, and like here it's just saying that could be overwrite. You listen to me? Yeah, you can hear me. And here we're just adding. Yeah, we're just adding values to a instance that a new instance actually. We're just passing values. So with values, we're creating a guy with values and returning. Applying then returning. Oh yeah, this is a scope function. Scope function is also a thing that recruiters or apply scope function. Let me stop with this. Stop with this. Scope functions in Kotlin. I have a lot of problems with scope functions. It is a I keep doing this. I cannot stop. Scope functions is a question that came up in all interviews. So keep in mind, someone and at some point will ask you about scope functions. So let's see. What is scope functions? Apply is a what apply return. This is really important. Context object. The context object will be returned. That's all we got. Some scope functions return the lambda result, as you can see. Let, run, and with, and apply return also returns the context object. Performing side effects such as logging or debugging without altering the object or breaking a call chain. Okay, that's really important. And this receive a it. This receiving it. This object reference is it. Applying the object reference is this, and apply returns the context objects. And common use cases to object configuration. And return the modify object is exactly what we are doing here. They're creating an object, applying changes to it, like applying the values, the keys and values, and then returning the objects, the altered, modified objects. That's the scope function, inline only. Call a specific function block with this values and its receiver and return this value. This description means nothing. Tells nothing. But yeah, just a function that will apply changes to the object and return the object. That's it. Apply. And we use to modify objects. I keep doing it. Jesus. But that's it for today. This is weird. I don't know why Claude generated a singleton for this. Like, make no sense. We are not using this in any moment. I will implement this further to see how Cloud. So look, save instance, the full empty instance. When you do this, saving. Okay, this is a default. Oh, but I don't want to do this for. Yeah, I don't want to do this for the common testing. I think Coin will generate this already. But for testing, I should use my own instance. Look, use saved instance. Is a function, scope declared, override. I don't know what it is. Alternative approach, coin scope more advanced. I don't know what that's it. But yeah, you got the gist. You got the gist of it. You know, we just created an instance. We just modify a provide instance at runtime. And Coin will reload the dependency again to this view model. But we have to do this inside of here every time. Like, look. But make my code concise, little bit, way more concise. Not a little bit, way more concise. Much better than this. Look how many dependencies just to initialize the view model. It's too much dependencies, in my opinion. This is not necessary at all. But yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. I think this is room for improvement in the prompt, in the comment, the Claude comment to generate this. Don't assume. Do not assume that you have. Oh my God! Do not assume that you have to instantiate the dependency. Keep in mind that this is only works for Android, because I also want to use this for Golang, and Golang, we don't have this type of. Yeah, actually we do. My Golang tests follow the same pattern. I don't rely on instantiate the unit under test directly, but assuming that we have a dependency injection structure to provide the unit under test, which in this case is my view model. So for here, unit under test is my view model, private vol view model. Yes, view model. Edit view model by inject. This is what I want to do. And we don't need to use nothing like this. This should be the provide view model, and then here we're gonna just test the view model. But after that, I have to make sure that I create this thing over here and provide via coin dependency injection. So this for today's video. Hope you like it. I know I see